Welcome to Crash Out Sports Podcast with your host Rod and Quinn.
Man, welcome to the Rod Uncensored podcast. I'm your host, Rod Uncensored. Um, and this is the Crash Out Sports Podcast. I got my co-host. Um, he used to be a Jet fan, now he's an Eagle fan. How you doing today, man?
Hey man, come on, man. Come on. I'm doing great today, man. How you feeling today, man?
Oh man, it's all right. Can't complain. It's all right today, man. It's all right, man.
Man, listen, I want to start things off. Giannis Antetokounmpo came back to the team. I think he played a couple games back, and he's already frustrated. Yeah, like he received a technical foul after the game. I believe was over. Um, I don't understand why he decided to come back and even play. I thought during the trade deadline he was going to get traded. But he put out a tweet saying legends don't chase, they attract. Hey man, he doing a lot right now for Milwaukee.
I really don't see what can they really do to make that team better. I think they hit the ceiling. I really don't see what they could really do to make that team better. Like it's I think it's a total rebuild for them, and I think you got rid of Chris Middleton and you broke that team apart. You took Drew Holiday out of there. Now you got a Bobby Portis. You got a the boy from the Lakers. What's his name? Uh, used to play
Lakers.
for us. Kuzma. You got that piece right there, but overall they're that's a small market. No top free agent wants to go there. You know what I mean? You had Dame for that cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Some Starbucks or Dunkin', and he was out of there. Like Milwaukee's not a sexy place to go if you're a free agent.
And the worst part about it, man, I know they've been trivial with injuries this season. Giannis been out for majority of it. Um, I'm in Milwaukee, and I know that we're not going to go anywhere. I understand the NBA is now fining people for tanking, making this anti-tank rule, whatever. But if I'm a Milwaukee man, I would have shipped him off. I mean, you're gonna get something back for him. Like you just said, you're in a rebuild stage. Um, you already have a bunch of young guys who, again, Giannis needs a full built team. He cannot do that by himself with Cam Thomas and Ryan Rollins, even though those are two great players. But Giannis needs a built team. Like what he had in 21 with Drew, with Chris, with Brooke there, and then off the bench, they had a decent bench. You could build off that. You know what I mean? He had shooters around him. Giannis is with guys who ain't even shooting over 39%.
You
So
can't win like that, man. You might as well put us out there, man.
that's what I'm saying. And they got Miles Turner to be that shooting big when they lost Brook Lopez, and he's not doing his job correctly. You know what I mean? They got him for shooting threes and getting rebounds and being that interior presence when Giannis isn't on the floor. And he's not that person. So it, Milwaukee has a lot of building to do as far as they are. They're literally not even in playoff contention. They're 6 games away. So unless Atlanta fall off a cliff, they ain't they might as well just deactivate Giannis for the rest of the season. I don't see the reason to even put him out there.
Yeah, I really don't see no purpose of even trying to do it because it's not you're not gonna get nothing out of it. You want to be a playing team,
They
and
ain't
that's a
even
stretch.
they ain't even gonna make the play in. There's only what they played so far. 64 games. Like I said, unless Atlanta falls off a cliff, I don't see happening. They
Yeah,
not getting in there.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like there's no need to even risk it, man. Just bow out gracefully. You know what I mean? It's over with, man. And you know what I mean. I knew they had a short window to really compete too, man. Like it's certain teams you realize. I'm gonna say the LeBron effect of the East.
Mhm.
Ever since me, LeBron left the East, man, that shit been wide open, man. It's like Black China. The East is like Black China. Every team get a chance. You know what I mean? It's one of them situations, man.
Yeah, I mean, the East is definitely a rotating door of who's going to go to the finals. I mean, it's been Boston, it's been the Raptors, it's been the Bucks. It's just it's a revolving door. But I think when Indiana made it last year, now it's like, okay, who can really get in? And right now, you got teams out east where you don't know, like Philly. I know they just lost Joel a couple weeks back. On the game last night, it was a good game. Now it's against the Jazz, but it was a good game.
Can
Um,
we? And while you there, man, I don't mean to interrupt you, man. It's time to release that man, man. I'm at
oh, you
that
on
point
B?
of, and I'd rather just take the pay cut, the dead cap money because come on, man, he's not reliable, man.
I know why they won't release him or trade him. I mean, it's a very obvious reason. He's still a top five big man in the league
What does
when
that
he
mean?
is playing.
What does that matter if you're not win?
Because
That
when
that
he
that big word is win, though.
right, but when that's like saying if Denver said, you know what, Jokic, even though you be out there, you help us, you know, in certain games and stuff like that, and you're averaging what you're averaging, we're gonna we're gonna go into a rebuild stage. And that's what Philly will go into. They will go into not saying completely, they'll probably be a playing team because of Maxi, so Paul George and some of the young guys over there like Barlow and Drummond still being a vet. But if they were to get rid of Joel Embiid right now, that team would be horrible because even though Maxi's playing out of his mind, he needs that second guy. Paul George just got suspended. And unless you about to rely on, and I'm going to say his name because he had a good game yesterday, Jabari Walker to try to give you 20 points each and every game, that ain't going to happen. Quinn Grimes, he's a great backup starter. He's very mixy, so you don't really know what you're going to get. Are you going to get 20 points, 25, or you're going to get 15?
I
So,
gotta say this. You know what my trade would be for them?
mm,
I will call the Pelicans right now, and I said, man, I give you. Let me get McQueen for Joel Embiid.
you'll have to trade up the players though. Because you think like Derek Queen's on his rookie contract, so he still got another year or two left on that. And Joel Embiid makes so much money, you got to fill in other spots. So like a Jordan Poole, if it's able to be set up salvaged, like a Trey Murphy or Zion, like
Oh,
so, like you know what I mean?
they would have to do something to remove him because it's not. You know what I mean? What are you getting out of it, man? Philly is a tough town, man, and them fans deserve more than what they getting, man.
I mean,
If
listen,
Indiana could make it out the East, there's no way Philly should have made it out the East one time.
here's the problem, and this is the problem that's been their curse. Philly ain't been out the second round since 2001. The problem with Philly is that whenever they get to those later rounds, Joel's either hurt for 2 games or he's just done. Well, not done, but he's been hurt in crucial games that they need him to be in. And the best team they have, other from this team, I feel like this team is good constructed. Was when they had Ben, Jimmy, and Joel running out there. But again, Kawhi kind of shot that off, and then the year prior, and then it's just y'all give up on Ben too soon. But
No,
Understand because
I think that Ben thing, and I think they gave up at the right time. I think Jason Tatum was a way better prospect. They wouldn't have been Simmons for. I don't.
I
I think
think I believe the reason why they took Ben Simmons was because again he's a 6'10" point guard.
I don't give a fuck what he is.
Hey, listen. Speaking
The
of Jason Tatum too,
the proof in the pudding, man. But
yeah, it
yeah,
is.
JT's returning, man. A lot of people saying he's going. He's got too much ego. He needs to sit out for the year. But I'm saying this, man. If the man ready to play, let the man play. I, it got to be a reason why he wants to play. Maybe he's saying he got a chance to get out the East. I just don't see the pieces they got. You don't got Porzingis no more to help the bigs out. You don't got you don't got you don't
Drew
got
Holiday.
Holiday no more, who was a dog. You know what I mean? You don't got who else left off that team, that championship team? A couple other cats, right?
Al Horford, he was on
Al
that team.
Horford gone. The Dominican 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? The Dominican shooter. Like you're the key rotation pieces. I don't think they have enough. And I would hate for them to go run into that bus balls in Detroit because that's a gritty team.
The problem I got with Jason Tatum returning is that y'all are already the number 2 seed. Even if let's say this next month y'all lose most of y'all games, y'all still are a seeded team. Even though the East lower bottom half is really close, y'all are number 2 without JT being on the floor. Has been on the floor majority of the year. Now I get Jason Tatum wanting to come back because ramp up, right? Because he'll come back in the mix of the playoffs. So understand you trying to ramp yourself up to get to that form of I'm ready for 5-on-5 full contact basketball. Completely understand it. But I think that if I was him personally, I will wait next month until April because now you're only waiting two weeks for for playoff basketball to start. Because most teams going to start playing their bench players, guys who are on a G League team, trying to make a roster spot, two-way players. Like, you know what I mean? They're going to be playing those guys. So JT gets to go out there and rep against them. It's still going to be a gritty game because those guys are fighting for a roster spot. You know what I mean? They're not fighting like, oh, yeah. No, they're fighting for a roster spot. So like, if I was him, I would go that route. But at the same time, not Jason Tatum. I don't know how his injury is, how his leg is doing. Um, but I understand ramp up. I understand ramp up. So when the playoffs start, you're already in the mood, like in the groove of things. I'll wait until April because now you got 2 weeks of straight basketball. You can ramp up that way, and the playoffs start. You'll be in your not tip top shape. You'll be in shape. So that's what I would say. I think she'll wait till April.
Yeah, I like again, man. I'm not gonna tell a grown man what to do, man. If that's what he wants to do, um, like I don't see the how many games left. Like it's not even that many games left to even. I don't know how many times they already played Detroit. If they can move up that way, I don't know.
Well, they're not being. I'm telling you right now, Detroit is 5 games ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy work. I don't think
So
that's gonna
they're
happen.
they're not going to catch up to Detroit, but they have to keep winning games because New York is behind them with a game and a half behind. Understanding want to win games.
I got I never thought this in my mind, man. Detroit was gonna come on this hot, be this hot. Pause. I didn't think they were gonna get this. I mean, they're like a hot shower in like Scream movie. You know what I mean? And the chick in the shower, and
Hmm.
like the bathroom all you know what I mean, steamy, and you know what I mean. And you look at the glass, damn, that's the Pistons. You like I never thought that was gonna happen in a million years. Them having first place.
I can see it happening. The the reason why it happened this season, I'm be honest, they are like you said, they're a young gritty team. Kay Cunningham's having a baller year. Ain't just K. Like he's bringing up
Do you
what
think
he
he's
has
MVP?
with Kay Cunningham.
Yeah.
If we're talking about value towards his team with how they were, 2 year for the 2 years, yes. But if we're talking about just straight up most valuable player, I can make an argument for Jalen Brown also. Like
Mm.
that, he has been balling, and this is the problem I got with sports media too. No one is talking about Jalen Brown and how he's been balling out his mind to keep this team afloat. This man has brought them to a four. They're 41-21. No one
Yeah.
had Boston. No one had Boston even being a play-in team because Jason Tatum was gone, and they blew it up. But they're number two in the East, and this man
Mm.
Jalen Brown's almost averaging 20. He's averaging 29, close to 30 points, and no
Mm.
one's talking about it. He has no coverage on it because
Mm.
everybody's like, "Well, SGA's balling out." You got Luca who's averaging 34 a game. So I get it. But if we're talking about most valuable for their team, and I understand, but if we're going off the year, I'll give it to Cade, but you can make a great argument for a guy like Jalen Brown. A great argument.
Okay, man. Okay, man. Before we get out of here, man, I've been seeing like I think it was a video of Max Kellerman and Rich Paul podcast, and Kellerman said Jordan would average 70 in this league, and I'm like, I'm born. Let's say this. I'm born in the '90s, right?
Mhm,
I was born '92. So I saw the last back end of Jordan, right?
mhm,
Right, and that's if we wanted to, let's put in the time machine, right?
mhm.
To say somebody gonna average 70 points is crazy work. I don't give a fuck what era it is. That's like somebody saying if you put Jerry Rice in the NFL now, he would average 250 yards a game.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That is ridiculous to say. You know what I mean? I know there's apples and oranges because football and basketball, but like we gotta stop this shit, man. Like just say your boy is great and leave it there, but 70 points, 40 points is crazy work.
Listen, everybody says about every legend, right? They say you drop him in this era, they're gonna have this. You have people argue about Wilt Chamberlain. If you drop him in this era, he would average 60. Wilt couldn't do nothing with nobody in this era. I don't care what you talk
Nah,
about
I ain't gonna go that
on a
crazy, but
skill.
I'm gonna say this: the
What do you
chicks they
mean?
got out here now, the IG models. I don't think he had the legs to play no 82 games.
Wilt, listen, as far as a skill level, right? Because the NBA, we gotta go off his skill for each decade. But Michael Jordan came in '84, right? The skill
No, I
level
think
and
it was
why he
88.
was when he
It
came to
was
the
80.
league.
I think it was like 84. Yeah, it might have been 84, 88. I think
But
it was
but
84. Yeah, you might
but
be right. Go ahead.
but when he's going into the league, they're all cokeheads. So
Damn.
bro, like, you know what I mean? So bro is averaging close to 40 points in that in the '80s. Cool. And the '90s come, still averaging 30s. I get it. But you're talking about a league that keeps getting more skillful with each decade and each draft class that comes into it. Like when Grant Hill came in, they couldn't fuck with Grant Hill. The problem with Grant Hill was he got hurt. AI came in, they made him a shooting guard because he was really a point guard. They made him a shooting guard because, oh shit, we don't know what to label this. So to say that, hey, Jordan would come in with the skill set he already has to come into today's game, he's not a 3-point shooter. So that's already out the way. He will only shoot mid post to paint area. So you already have a knock against him as it is because a guy DeMar DeRozan, right? He's the same way. He's not the best 3-point shooter, but he's a mid post. He'll post you up. He'll go in the paint. But how long can you honestly sustain that? And I get the argument. Today's game is what they call the weak era of basketball. It's the skill era of basketball. As a skill, do you think Michael Jordan can play in today's era? Some people will say yes, some people will say no. But you can't say he would average 70. He didn't do it in his era. So how can you want to say, hey, in today's era, man, he would I would say the most he would average is 35. James
That's
Harden averaged
that's
36 in this era.
that's respectful. You know what I mean? But I just get tired of this shit, man. We like motherfuckers beat the dead horse.
Yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I
That's
feel
like
like I
yeah,
feel
I don't
like
like that.
it's the media of they like to keep people's names in the thing. You know what I mean? And I'm eventually gonna get old, and I'm like the greatest small forward is LeBron James. Niggas gonna be like, no, man, this nigga name Nacho Libre. You know what I mean? Out of Wisconsin. Like that shit
Right,
gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you right. Like I won't be too old to be arguing, you know what I mean? But that shit's by errors and respectfully, like Jordan did what he had to do, you know what I mean? But
right.
I'm still gonna go with HIV, man. I still think HIV's career, Magic Johnson's career, what he did, the respect damn, that was disrespectful. What
That
Magic
was very
Johnson did, what Magic what Magic Johnson did in a short amount of time of going to 10 championships,
Mhm.
70s, like mid 70s to 80s, it was crazy work. You know what I mean? A motherfucker go to 10 championships and win five of them and win one as a rookie and played all five positions in rookie year, playing
Mhm.
center at 6'8"? It's crazy work.
The argument I would say with that is the same with Tim Duncan, right? He came to an organization that was already built. He was the missing piece,
But Kareem was
right?
hurt that series. I'm just saying Kareem was hurt. So
Oh, absolutely. No
to
one taking
play
away
fucking
that.
center in the series at that position, come
And
on, man.
and and mind you get a triple double to close out the series. So you know, I'm not going to knock what Magic did. Magic is a goat, but here's the thing I hate about the goat conversation. We have to start classifying eras. Magic's the goat of his era, but you can argue Larry Bird or Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like you can argue with those two because they played in the same era. I hate when people say, "Man, Magic could play in this era and be better than LeBron James." What? What? Like what are we talking
And,
about?
and like I said, man, like that shit is crazy talk, regardless. But man, let's get into some fucking NFL shit too, man. These moves
Ooh
get
boy,
these moves getting crazy, man.
as you can see, the jersey I have
DJ Moore to the Bills.
Buffalo.
I love that move for the Buffalo. They try to recook French fries. Brandon Cook, that shit didn't work out for him. I at least will say this about DJ Moore. He's still I'm gonna say he's a solid number two. He's a really solid number two. He could probably be a one for them by
Don't
default. Him,
from
Shakir, because Coleman getting out of there. He's
yeah.
he's getting probably traded by the draft or earlier than that, I believe. Um, but I like that move, man. I think that's a solid move by them. They didn't pay hardly nothing. They gave the man a Popeye biscuit, you know what I mean, for him.
That was a that was a great trade for Buffalo, but also a great trade for the Bears because their young talent is starting to show.
Oh, Luther, what's that
Rome,
boy's name? Luther and
Luther Burden starting
that
like
motherfucker's a
rookie
problem.
season.
He's a problem.
Absolutely. And I understand why they traded him away because as Rome and Luther grow, DJ Moore is either going to regress or he's going to stay the same, stay stagnant. So I understand them moving him. And as I see Chicago did another move, they just released Tremaine Edmonds.
I like him. Hey, Patriots,
That was
go pick his ass up. Um, I gotta say this too, man. I think it's a lot of teams that are getting the old players out, man. I don't think the era of a Bruce Smith spending 20 seasons somewhere, that era of that is over for the NFL unless you're a quarterback. That's the only thing I can see a 15 plus career out of. The rest, you're out of there. You know what I mean? They're gonna get tired of paying for old goods. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Cameron Jordan getting out of there. They getting rid of him. The Saints. They talk about releasing him. Like another guy, I still think he's another one could bring some value to a team as a pass rusher, and he's a good on the run too. He can stop the run too. But I think that's another move. I think he's going to look at where can I go win at. Like that's the only thing he's missing. He's a Hall of Famer in my books. Like that man's stats is
Absolutely.
crazy work. Um, Especially when the trenches. You could really say it's him before Miles Gary. You could arguably say he's probably was like a top three rusher. You know what I mean? In
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, he's getting out of there. There's a couple people getting released, man.
Yeah, Kyler Murray just got informed that he's gonna be released. So that one I thought was gonna be trade because Kyler's
That's disrespectful right there. I'm saying, nah,
yeah.
we just gonna release you.
Yeah, they said at start of the league year he will be released. And my problem with that is I get not a lot of teams are gonna want a short quarterback. I get a lot of teams are looking towards his draft as their building block because his draft class is also again the NFL draft class is probably arguably people are saying one of the probably the best draft classes to probably drop in history. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, this is not a quarterback draft. So
Oh, absolutely not. This is
after Mendoza,
skill positions.
you're done. You know what I mean?
Unless you're getting Carson Beck. I mean, he's an older
Yeah,
guy, he's kind of experienced, just needs NFL experience.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I ain't gonna put the keys in the ignition. But I like Kyler Murray. I think if I was him, I'm going to somewhere like the Vikings. At least I know I got some tools. I got some Lamborghinis. I got a Bugatti, Cheetah. I mean the Jet. You got the Jet. You got Addison, the SRT. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got some weapons right there.
I wouldn't go there because he's not going to be a starter first lens. You still got Jay McCarthy there. He's still their franchise quarterback they want to move with. So I would say if he wants a starting job, Raiders, Jets, mm, not Colts.
The Colts might be a good move because what you call coming off an injury.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he's coming off an injury.
I mean, it could be, but seeing how they did Ant Richardson, who is basically the same QB, um, it wouldn't be ideal. They're looking for a pocket passer, so it wouldn't be ideal. And seeing how they didn't even put Ant Richardson back in the rotation, they just signed Philip Rivers. That hey, we're gonna do a Philip. That man's sitting in the back waiting for a chance. So they're looking for a pure pocket passer. He's not gonna run. He's not gonna do the little extra stuff. Pure pocket passer. So him going to Indianapolis wouldn't be his best destination. Um, there's a few bad teams looking for their QB, and Kyler's not that old, so we're not old enough to be like, hey, he's too old to do this. But I heard that he might consider going to baseball because his eligibility is still there with the A's. Back when he got drafted back in 18.
If I was him,
So
hey, smart move.
yeah, you can make a bag over there in baseball, man. You can make a bag over there. So
And I think he's still young. He's like 26, 27.
I was close to 28, 29, pretty
Man,
sure.
he still can probably play like in
And so
10 years in baseball.
yeah, definitely. But I'm my one concern is you see a lot of teams, like you said, releasing a lot of good older guys, and the Bears losing Tremaine Edmonds tells me everything. there's a lot of teams don't have the cap space to keep. Because the Bears were, like I said beforehand, there was a miracle team. It was going to run out at some point, but you're kind of getting rid of pieces that made y'all team. I get it, y'all. This draft coming up, contracts are coming up, so you're trying to make do with what you got. But there's a lot of teams you're seeing releasing players, and you're like, man, I thought they were really good with their team. Like, I thought they did great with them. So I'm gonna say this, man. This league year that's gonna come for the NFL is probably gonna be one of the craziest league years because a lot of faces are gonna be moved because of the cap room and the caps.
like like they just released they released what you call it too, the MVP, the
Oh
running back,
yeah,
Kenneth
yeah, Kenneth
Walker got
Walker.
released.
Hmm.
I, somebody gonna pick him up, man. I don't know.
He ain't gonna
uh,
win long free agency.
Only because somebody I can see him going to a in division rival. I can see something
Mm.
like that. I can see him going to what's that like? Who need a running back really in that division?
I can see him on
I,
the AFC though.
yeah, I can see him going to AFC too. Like your
I can see him
boy,
on the AFC.
you know what I mean? Brees Hall disgruntled. Maybe they be like, yeah, kicking the tires, try him out. Like it's going to be a lot of
Listen,
teams. What you gonna need a running back? It's a lot of teams need running backs, you know. So
if I'm guessing where
the
he's
money got
about
to
to
be right.
go,
Tennessee be a good move for him.
the offense that suits the develop, see him going there. See him because again, he just won the Super Bowl. You don't want to go to being a Super Bowl team to then being a bottom feeder. So unless Tennessee about to pay him that money because he just won MVP, he ain't going there. I think Kevin Walker's looking to get paid for what he just did. Like,
Yeah,
I mean that Saquon bag pay, not no. Say I listen. I just went to the Super Bowl and won, so I'm gonna need the same bag he got. You know what I mean? That's what he's looking for.
yeah, you know what I mean. It's a lot of moves. Like, yeah, what's going on, man? Like you said, when that deadline comes up, it's gonna be a telling thing. And when that draft comes, it's gonna be a lot of people moved during that draft to move up.
Mhm.
That's how it normally goes, man. It's getting tough, but I don't see Kyler Murray. It's a lot right now media in Cleveland right now talking, oh man, Kyler Murray to Cleveland. Why would he do that?
Listen, I
For the
get it.
minimum, because it's going to be the minimum. So they're not going to pay him nothing crazy. They got Deshaun Watson contract. So
Once they release Deshaun Watson,
and that's going to be cap against him. So it's not.
yeah.
It's not. It's no money he's going to be able to get paid with. You know what I mean? So he might as well not go. It's not. It's not to me. It's not too many spots he's going to start at really.
In the league, Steelers, they don't know about Aaron Rodgers, so Steelers
After that,
they're
what
just running
else?
with
The
that.
Jets
Yeah, say yeah, Jets. You got the Raiders. You got um
and
uh
Kansas City's not going to bring nobody in. They can
nah
probably
nah nah,
use.
nah they're not. They got
They probably gonna
Mahomes.
use that black guy to Patrick Mahomes come back. I forgot the guy's name, the black quarterback they got, but they're not going to make a lot of moves. So
I don't know.
it's not really a lot of teams they got a chance to start at all.
Nah, he'll be a like his name probably 3 or 4 teams, 5 teams gonna be that probably being a day one starter. But anywhere else will probably be a backup. But again, it's hard to go from being a starter being a backup, especially if you're the starter for multiple years.
And
Not
now
going
I want to see what the Cardinals going to do.
draft a QB. Obviously, they come on. They ain't gonna. I don't think they're gonna roll the year in with Jacoby Percent. I think that's just not
I
happening.
think they're gonna ride out with him for the beginning of the year.
I don't know. I mean, he had a decent campaign, I guess you can say, for the Cardinals later season, but it's not something that's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be my day one starter. I think that they're gonna draft a QB, and that's gonna be the franchise, the face of, sorry, the future of the franchise, doing what Jimmy Garoppolo did. He's a mentor, but
And that's another team I see. I see Matthew Stafford. I think Matthew Stafford going to play one more year, and then he's going to be out of there.
I can see it.
He
I
got an
mean, Matt
MVP. He got an MVP.
Super Bowl
He got a
already.
Super Bowl. What else he needs to do? You know what I mean?
Think it's the hunger, man. Like, remember Aaron Donald and they won that year, and he retired next year, but he said, "Man, I wanted to stay because of the hunger of winning another one."
Yeah,
I think it's that, and because they're so close, like literally, they were so close going back. It's just they had a dog fight, had a dog fight. You know what I mean? And it happens. So if Stafford does play after this season, I think it's him knowing that the team they got right now, especially with them picking up Trent McDuffie. So that's another addition to the team that they
that's a
already
good.
got.
I think that's a good move, a solid move. You got Jacoby Durant there, who's a solid corner. I think they might bring another body in. I don't know. I think they probably draft another guy, but
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
I think they're not so far away. I think they probably need one more upgrade in the linebacker room. I don't like their safety either. Their free safety is not that good.
Not Kitchens.
Uh,
Who's the other one?
I forgot the guy. Maybe another rusher. He can get that shit in the draft or get a body. Oh, that's another person we didn't talk about. Trey Henderson. That motherfucker gonna get paid.
I mean, y'all are known for saving money though.
No, I'm saying he gonna get paid somewhere wherever he goes from Cincinnati. The DN.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said something like completely different.
No,
Um, the
I think it's
problem
Hickerson.
is,
I think it's Hickerson or something like that. The DN.
yes, yeah. He listen. I know we got a lot of people going into this off season. Dan Phillips is one of them. He was a great addition that we traded for. Deadline. I hope we get him back. But if if the Eagles have the cap space to do it, and he and obviously he wants to go somewhere where he wants to win and get paid. I think that if we got the, I mean, we're trying to trade AJ right now. I think we are. I mean, Howard Roseman already said that, yo, we want like a Quentin Williams kind of trade where we get a first and second round pick for this motherfucker. So if we can get it, come over here, brother. Over here. Ain't no problem going come to Philly.
Do you
You know what I
think?
mean?
Do you think what happens to that offense without him? This is the $1 million question. You can't go back to you can't go from surf and turf to steak 'em, brother. It tastes completely different. It tastes completely different.
Mm.
Because I'm telling you right now, Devontae Smith can can't be a number one
Let me see
with a
that though.
bunch of Migos. I don't
But listen, we could always sign somebody though. I mean, like you said, draft
that's what
somebody.
I'm
We always
saying.
sign
That's
somebody.
going to happen because that's going to need to happen. Because I don't think he could take that load pause of that many receptions and getting target like that with
Hold
that
on.
body frame.
Oh, hold on. Because this season that just passed, he wasn't that far off from AJ with his receptions. And mind you, he didn't complain. He made one. If he did make a complaint, it was at one time he said it's hard on offense when you got all of us on there. You got Goddard, you got me, you
Goddard's
got
not there no
AJ.
more.
He hasn't signed with nobody yet. And reports has not been said about where he's gonna do resign. He's gonna go unrestricted. So we don't know what he's doing right now. We don't know what we're doing right now. Um,
Because I didn't- that because the market, everybody is right now going to the shining star right now for tight ends is likely right now. So
yeah, because he's young. Because and the reason why we all know is why because he's younger. Um, if I'm being honest, like as much as we love God over here in Philly, getting somebody like likely behind, you know what I'm saying, would be a big, not a big upgrade. The fact that Goddard is older, likely is obviously younger than him, so we can have him for a long time. Throw that offense. Um, but the only issue I see us having again is because receivers wise, the receiver room, it's not bad, but I see Smitty need a playmate, and I don't know if you fully trust Jahan Dotson to be that playmate. You need a guy like who's on the other side of him who's going to be like, all right, bet. So we might go in the draft and try to find somebody who's a little, low key. Nobody really knows about him, or we might find somebody who's high profile that people don't want to take a risk on them. Because again, that's how I got Jalen Carter. He was top. He was projected top five. So we got him later on in the first round. So, and I mean, we don't know why because of the accident that happened. So people didn't want to take that risk. But you know, you can always find a gem in something that nobody thought was going to be. Uh,
I'm gonna say this for y'all. I'm gonna say the Eagles in history. There's been a lot of swifts and misses for receivers. I can go to I can go Nelson Aguilar.
I think Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper.
Nelson Aguilar and the other guy we had him too. Uh
Are you talking about Rager?
Rigger. God damn. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a lot of swifts and misses. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. I think it's going to be like because the receiver market right now is not good. Free agents. You got Odell. You got Mooney. You
Evans.
got you
Evans
got
and Hill.
Evans. You got Cheetah. The receiver market right now is not good. Free agents like
But the problem with the market is because people want more money, and these NFL teams cannot provide the extra cap space for it. Because you got to think about it, because they have to think about now and future. Unless you're trying to say F it and just blow all your money now to just win, try to go and win one Super Bowl. If that doesn't happen, that person is fired. One. Two, the contracts have to mesh up to where everybody that you have now can still stay if you want them to stay later on. So that's why I said it makes sense for the Bears to get off of DJ Moore because hey, you get off of him, you probably draft somebody. Even with Tremaine Edmonds, I don't think that was the best, but you could draft somebody. I don't know where they're ranked in the draft. I didn't see where they're at in drafts. They could have a top 10 pick. They could have a middle of the pack or the end pick. But at the end of the day, I understand teams wanting to draft these guys and develop them that way. So then they can still have, um,
oh, we got a question. Burley Kev, man, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Um, I see him going back home, man. I see him going back to Tampa for a reasonable deal and maybe a 1 year deal because Mike Evans is already a Hall of Famer. Like he already got the gold jacket waiting for him. He has the most. I think that he had one of the most 1,000 yard seasons out of any receiver in history. I think he got like 10 of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
he
Of
would have
hitting that.
broke. Yeah, he was close to breaking the record if he didn't get hurt this season.
So you know what I mean. So he's really just playing for legacy right now. He already got the ring with Brady and them and Gronk and Antonio Brown. So he just really stacking he's stacking the stats right now. And with Baker, he knows that offense. I don't think he really wants to go to an offense he got to relearn. I don't see him going to where can he really go? I can really say if I could say anything, I think maybe if you want to go to Baltimore, I think that'd be nice for him to kick in the tires. If Baltimore want to kick the tires in for him because they really don't got nothing. Don't really got a big body threat. Pause.
I mean, listen, listen, I'm gonna keep it honest. He could go anywhere. The problem is, like you said, being a fit and relearning an offense. He's been Tampa Bay his whole career. It's not like he's moved from this and he went to Tampa Bay. He's been there all his career. So, realistically speaking, he's looking to probably go back. But if he was to upgrade a team, I can see him going to y'all. I see him being a Patriot. Ain't to boost y'all ego. It's because the fact of the matter is that y'all got some young talent and a vet and a jump ball king like Mike. That was your problem last season, right? Y'all have a jump ball guy. So now you got that with Mike Evans. Hey, that could make the Patriots offense more dangerous, not only for a pass game, but your running game is dangerous too. Y'all got two guys who are heavy hitters, Mike Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson. That was his rookie season. So I can only imagine what next season gonna look like for y'all. But him going over there with that offense with Hunter Henry, Kyle Williams, um, Butte and stuff like that, man, that'd be a crazy offense coming going into the next season if he decides to go over there. But I do agree that he might just go back home. I mean, again, you've been here all your career. How hard to go from? It's like with Luca, right? When he got traded to LA, tough. You was here for 7 years, and now you got to be somewhere else because of trade. I think Mike's kind of just saying, "Yo, let me be a free agent, and if y'all start taking me back with more money, I'll come back. If not, then I gotta go somewhere else where I can win." So him going to New England, if there is a team to go to, Baltimore's kind of hard for me because one thing the Fish don't got that they got is a 2,000 yard running back. You know what I'm saying? You got Derrick Henry, you gotta feed, you gotta save five, you gotta feed.
I'm saying I'm
You
using that
know,
month for close to that red zone.
mm. But they got
And
D
but
Hop though.
oh shit, I forgot about Pierce from Colts. I think he want to get paid too.
He's not free. Yeah, he is entry free agency.
Yeah, so it's man, yeah, that shit. You gotta. It's a
But
lot
they
of
got Michael
receivers right
Pittman.
now. Pittman
Yeah,
too.
but they got Pittman, so I think I have him for
And,
one more
and, and
season,
I
two more
heard,
seasons.
and I heard that also the guy from the special team Ace too. He's a free agent. She
Oh yeah, yeah, she is actually up and coming.
so and
Mm.
yeah that's another person about to be a free agent. So it's a lot of people moving like Romeo Dobbs too. Yeah, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, that's another.
There's a couple. There's a
Listen,
couple. There's a couple cats that are free. Man, Diggs. We already said Diggs. Um,
I know where he
yes,
gonna go though. I know where he gonna go. Honestly, if he don't beat this
I
case, I know where he
go
gonna go.
Denver. I've been here in Denver. Sudden him. That's what I heard. They said they getting tired of Marvin Harrison already too. Marvin Harrison want to get out of there.
Well, that's because it's what you're right, Kyler. Those two could never mesh. With Mark's play style and Kyler, how he plays, he Marvin is
I like to see
no.
him, man. I like to see him with the Texans.
I would like to see Marv go to the Colts. Daniel
No, he don't want to
Jones,
play underneath his dad's legacy down like that.
but how's
Come
it
on,
that
man.
though? Because hold
That's his
on, really
dad's
think
legacy.
about
That's
it.
his team. That's his dad's team.
Let's, exactly. So it makes even more for the Colts to try to go after him
I
because
can see
his
the
son is
Jets.
nice.
I can see the Jets getting him. They got
Trust me,
picks. They got picks. Him, Garrett Wilson.
they have picks, but you gotta understand again, they're gonna trade like the Jets are trying to blow up their team. If you haven't seen what they've been doing, they've been trading away they trade away that whole damn near that whole draft class with Sauce in it, right? They traded Jermaine Johnson. They have disgruntled Brees Hall. They already traded Sauce, and Garrett was in that same draft. So if anything, they're gonna probably try to keep Garrett because he puts them seats. But other from that, if they had it their way, Garrett probably would have been gone. The only reason why Garrett is even still on the team because he gives fans hope on offense. Brees Hall, because of his injury that he sustained his rookie year, he can't get the same explosiveness, and the line sucks. And then you have a quarterback like Justin Fields on, not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's again Kyler Murray. He's a mobile QB. He wants to be on the run. He wants to pass on the run. Like, so it's hard to be like, hey, I'm gonna go here as a receiver or as a running back because you're not gonna get a lot of touches because of the fact of how your QB plays. That's why Richardson, they say, yo, you want to trade? Go find it. They because a lot of teams are looking for that. The mode of QBs now than what it was 5 years ago is pocket passers. Every team now in the NFL, most of them are pocket passers. And you do see that dual threat quarterback, they're starting to want to be more of a pocket passer than they do on the run. For example, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Lamar runs here and there, same with Jalen Hurts, but they're more staying in the pocket to get more production for everybody. And was known to be a glorified running back, not even just 6 years ago. Now now he wants to be more of a passer. So that's the trend now.
I feel you, man. Please hit that like button, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button, man. Before we land the plane, man. Anything else?
Um, believe this NBA playoffs is gonna be crazy, man. I would stay tuned with watching the NBA. I stay tuned watching this off season with the NFL. And also, if you're any baseball fans out there, the World Baseball Classic is about to start. Going to be a lot of great countries and teams playing in that. So sports is kind of up right now, man. While the NFL is kind of in their all season trails and the NBA is about to start their playoffs, sports is up right now. So if you're a sports fan, keep in tune.
And and please what else I was about to say, man? So like I said, man, shout out not even what I was about to say. Shout out to Shaq's daughter, what's her name? Mira
Mariah O'Neal, yeah, something like
Mariah
that.
Mira Shaquille O'Neal's daughter, man. That tournament, she had like 22 points going to the Baja.
Killing it.
Going
They
to the
killed it.
Baja.
Hey,
Going to
also
the
too.
Baja.
Hey, listen, I'm respect women's basketball too, man. Hey, college women's basketball. I mean, respect them too, man. Keep in tune with them.
Yo, she
March
she was going to
Madness.
22 points in a tournament. And I said that they said that is like a high record to do in the
Yeah,
tournament. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to this March Madness about to come. Shit about to get crazy. Make sure you watch that. You earn you a couple of dollars, man. Want some upsets. You know what
got
I
Duke.
mean? You
Got
can
Duke.
get some bread over. You can get some long cheese, man. So look out for that. The UFL is about to be coming up. If you're into that, I like to watch it sometimes. So there's a lot of former NFL players in that. College football right around the corner. Looking forward to that. And I don't know, man. I might cover the draft this year. I might cover the first round. I don't know if anybody would be interested. I don't know. I might have to talk to Quinn about that to see he would like to do the first round because I think that'd be dope. Um,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we might do that. And that's about it, man. I appreciate everybody looking at this Crash Out Sports. I'm your host Rod Uncensored, and I don't know that nigga over there. Um, And we about to close shop up for the night, man. Make sure y'all come follow me on Sundays, the Rod on Central podcast. And we see y'all next Thursday, man.
Absolutely. Hit the like button.
Hit that like button.
Good night. Thanks for watching the Crash Out Sport podcast. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you later, Mitches.